So in this tutorial, we're going to cover reminder rules. Many of you may already be familiar with just reminders that can be set individually with whether you're on a family, you're on a child, or if you want to set yourself a general reminder. But with reminder rules, admins have the ability to set up, to automate reminders to generate based on a trigger, like a family enrollment, a new child being added to a family, um, general reminders to remind the home visitors and to run certain reports or do some data quality checks of any sort. Just as an example. So currently I'm in the demo and I'm logged in as a main admin. So where you're going to go is under setup. A couple things to point out here is one is click on preferences. So your home page, it's already expanded here, but you'd end up having to open it up when you first click on your preferences page, and you'll notice the things that you can have set to show. The second and third option are based on reminders. So here you can say, I'm going to have my reminders start showing when today is within 4 weeks of the reminder date. And I'm going to have them continue to show when today is up to 1 week past the date of the reminder. So the reminder will still show on the home page. When a reminder gets when today is within 3 days of a reminder, so 3 days prior to, that reminder starts to show in red on the home page for whoever's logging in and whoever's assigned that reminder. They're going to see it in red, and then it stays red when it's past the reminder date. So that's how to kind of set up your home page. The other thing to note is this is for main admins unless you go in and you want to grant, here's all if you're the main admin, you can click on user management and you can go in and grant anybody additional permissions. In this case, you may say, hey, I want somebody to go under general setup and be able to generate reminder rules. Now let's get to actually setting reminder rules. So here's reminders. You see that on the left menu. Click on reminders, and that's going to bring you to where you can set up reminder rules and labels. I'll show you how labels apply when you get into when the home visitors are setting individual reminders for their families and children. They have there's a labeling system that can be used. So if you have that set to on or yes to allow users to label reminders, then you can start applying labels. So in this case, we already have one. This would be I created a PAT compliance set of reminders down below, and I also wanted that to be a label. Let's say here, I'm going to create a tutorial category for reminders. So the category, what I'm doing currently is I'm creating a new category, which is just a bucket, which is the category, so I can create a set of reminder rules under this tutorial category. And I'm going to go ahead and have that title be added as a label. Create. And you can see I've got a few things already set. So here I did a data checks and I put, okay, start running the MCV Form 1. I'll create another one for there. So let's do run your annual model report. That's going to be general. then I want it to be monthly starting on the 19th, and let's go ahead and make it repeat for 5 months. I started to create some MCV developmental screening, so if any of you are MCV funded, you can create a developmental screenings. Well child visits is another good idea to create a well child visit category where you plug in all the age ranges. So in this case, like if I was going to add to it, say, okay, I'm going to add the 30-month screening. So 30-month ASQ3. You would set it for children, months of age, so 30 months of age. So this is going to generate reminders for all enrolled children that are not yet 30 months of age. So that reminder is now set. So any child where that reminder applies to them is that they're enrolled and they're younger than 30 months of age currently. We have a few PAT compliance reminder rules already set. So initial FCA, annual FCA, initial developmental screening. Here we could even add in let's do annual developmental screening. And we're going to set that for a child, and it's going to be from the enroll date in this case. So months from enroll date, 12 months. And then here you see where I've created the tutorial category, add reminder, and we'll just do something generic here. We'll put tutorial rule. Let's set that for family on. We'll do days from enroll date, and let's do 30. All right, so we've got a good set of reminder rules set up, sure to overwhelm any home visitor. Let me go ahead and click over to an existing home visitor. So here you'll see right away, I had already created this rule. So for Dwayne Johnson, this reminder was already showing on his homepage. You'll see now we got an additional reminder that's popping. It's within 4 weeks. If I click on his reminders page, so this reminders title is a link. Reminders management page is in the calendar section. So I click on reminders, it jumps me over to that page. I have some display options, and I'll start seeing, like here, tutorial rules. So one is, excuse for the up down on scrolling, but let's see, search tutorial rule applies to one family. Now let's do the 30-month ASQ. Let me open up my window. So you see now I have some 30 months. So I opened up my display because I knew I had some children enrolled that weren't 30 months yet. So there's my 30-month ASQ and the children in 2022 and 2021 that will be eligible and start getting that reminder when it comes around. Your home visitors are going to see also when you go to each family, And when you're under each family, or if you're under the child of that family, you're going to see in the left navigation a reminders link, so you can see what reminders have been generated and coming up for that family. And they can be managed by checking on them and deleting and so forth. But this is how this is where your home visitor is going to see, they're going to start noticing that from the reminder rules, reminders are already being generated. Currently, if it's not being used at your site, then they may already be generating those individually. But now with the reminder rules feature, you'll be able to automatically generate those and help your program be aware of what's upcoming. And that's reminder rules.